As of right now, the world is recovering from COVID-19, and I'll be completely sincere, can't say we've done a remotely good job of it. At all. So this other series will focus on our horrendous attempts to deal with the virus. So let's begin. Once upon a time, China informed the world of a new strand of the coronavirus which was on the loose. Now all the countries in the world are freaking out about this potential global pandemic which could occur. But not to worry, mate, because China, shining beacon of hope that is, tells the world, don't worry, we have the situation under control. That's it. Kind of a bold statement there, don't you think? Sounds to me like China's trying to avoid being known as a country which screwed the whole earth over. As if just telling us you have the situation under control was enough to stop us from panicking. What? You're joking, right? But do you want to know what would be absolutely crazy and totally unlikely to happen? If they didn't have the situation under control and this did end up being a global pandemic. I know, crazy, right? Definitely what happened. Seriously, how did no one see that coming? Since when was don't worry considered an appropriate response? In case you don't know, the government, whilst they don't tend to flat out lie, they do have a thing of being very optimistic. They have the duty of making sure that we the citizens aren't always worrying. So with that in mind, what are the chances that China might not have been totally truthful about that? But whatever, right? Everyone fell for it. So now the virus is spreading. But not to worry, mate, because the UK, shining beacon of hope that is, takes action. And does nothing. Nothing. All trades coming from China? Yeah, shoot, why not? What could possibly go wrong here? Side note, something went wrong. Now there are about 50 cases in the UK. COVID in the UK? Get out of here. But not to worry, because now the UK actually does do something. Those who have been diagnosed with the virus have been told to stay indoors. Would be crazy if there were people with the virus who weren't yet diagnosed, especially since you yourself said that not everyone with the virus gets symptoms instantly. What could possibly go wrong? Side note, something went wrong. Now, multiple people are infected. Who would have thought? Wow, what a careless government we have. So careless, in fact, that we're going to put all our confidence in him to make sure this virus goes away. What? Yeah, crap, why not? Trust the person who made the mess in the first place. Will you trust Hitler to end World War II? Or do you trust rain to get rid of rainbows? It's very simple. Just use your brain, for crying out loud. Must you wait for the government to tell you before you remember to wash your bastard hands or to carry hand sanitizer? People are only doing this now. What have people been doing this whole time? The amount of times I'd be in school and make the mistake of using hand sanitizer in public, and someone would then rush up to me and say, "Oh my goodness, can I have some of the hand sanitizer?" Just get your own, mate. The shops are all empty. So why didn't you get some before the virus? I didn't know there was going to be a global pandemic. Every time, without fail, I would get that response. Does hygiene not matter unless there's a pandemic? Okay, you didn't know there would be a worldwide pandemic, but you did know that a lot of the toilets don't have soap. And you still didn't buy some, so you clearly cannot care less. Why waste my sanitizer on someone who doesn't value their own hygiene? And secondly, you did know that there would be a worldwide pandemic, or you at least had the option to. And speaking of preparing and shops being empty, hoarders, they actually do my head in. Selfish little bastard. Wait, what? It isn't hoarders I have a problem with. Huh? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Do you want to know what I have an issue with? People who complain about them. Seriously, I get that you might say that they're selfish, but what are you going to say? Oh my goodness, there's a worldwide pandemic and you prepared for it? Asshole. Is that what you're going to say? Really? Even if you're not going to prepare in advance, why do you still have your asses on the couch when there's a threat of a pandemic? And even when it finally does hit your country, people are still doing nothing about it. The hoarders are the people who use their brain and prepare themselves. Not to say that some people weren't very immature about it, but regardless, you ain't no right to complain, salty bellend. And by the way, going back to the topic of China not wanting to be in the history books, the Chinese government must have some serious nerve to say that we shouldn't point fingers at them. Not to condone hate crimes or anything, but if not you, you dopey cockalorums, then whom? The way people have reacted to the events during this pandemic is unbelievable, mate. The world leaders' methods were suspicious, and the general public's reaction was absolutely retarded. So let's recap what we've discussed. The government is not God, so stop acting like they are. The government tend to be optimistic about things, so don't assume that there's nothing to worry about just because they say so. Don't wait for a pandemic before you remember that hygiene assembly you had in year 1. And don't give people backlash for preparing just because you sat down scratching your ass doing nothing. Congratulations, mate. You just sat through 67 minutes of me waffling about the coronavirus. And the best part is, I'm going to be doing this 3 more times. Initially, I only wanted to do 1 or 2 of these, but then I realized there's way too much to say in just 2 videos. I had no idea there's so much I could say. So before the video ends, like, subscribe, and share the video. Oh my god, Lightning's being a sellout. What? No. I just think a lot of people would benefit from hearing this video. Me being a sellout? Haha. No. So until next time, the video's over, mate. Do something useful with your life.